Hello everyone. Today we will going to solve some of the problems regarding the exponential and laws of indices asked in mathematical Olympiad. So let's start with the first problem. The first problem is 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power 3x equals to 10. Then find out the value of x. Let me write it down again. The problem, which is 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power 3x equals to 10. Now, or 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power x 2 to the power whole cube equals to 10. By using which formula? By using the power formula. The power formula from laws of indices. Which is the power formula? Power formula is a to the power m whole to the power n can be written as a to the power n whole to the power m by swiping out the powers. That is equals to a to the power mn. A to the power mn is given. We can swipe this formula by using this. So we can write it as 2 to the power x whole to the power cube by using the power formula. Now let y equals to 2 to the power x. Now we will going to replace 2 to the power x with y. Now we can write y plus y cube equals to 10. Now arrange this equation in descending order. Y cube plus y minus 10 equals to 0. Now the question is how we will going to solve it. We will going to solve it by factorizing it. Which part we will going to factorize? We will going to factorize the coefficient of y, which is 1. So in this case we can write 1 as minus 4 plus 5. So minus 4 plus 5 equals to 1. So in the place of 1, we can write it as minus 4 plus 5 into y minus 10 equals to 0. Now after that we can write y cube minus 4y plus 5y minus 10 equals to 0. Now we will going to factor out from the first two and the factor out 5 from the next two. Now y is factoring out from the first two. We can write it as in parenthesis y square minus 4. Now for the second two, 5 as a factoring out y minus 2 equals to 0. Now here we can use an algebraic formula for factoring out y square minus 4. So which algebraic formula we will going to use? We will going to use a square minus b square, because a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So in case of y square minus 4, we can write y square minus 2 square, then plus 5 into y minus 2 equals to 0. So y into y plus 2 y minus 2 plus 5 into y minus 2 equals to 0. Now we can factor out y minus 2. Now y minus 2, what will be the rest? The rest will be y into y plus 2 plus 5 equals to 0. Now we can see if the multiplication of two function is equals to 0, that means if x minus a into x minus b equals to 0, then each individual function is equals to 0. X minus a equals to 0 and x minus b equals to 0. So in this case we can write y minus 2 equals to 0 and y into y plus 2 plus 5 equals to 0. So from the first function we can write y equals to 2, and from the second function is y square plus 2y plus 5 is equals to 0. How we will going to solve the second function? We will going to solve the second function by using the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. What is the quadratic formula? The quadratic formula is y equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. So in this case, if we will going to compare this quadratic formula with a basic quadratic equation, which is a into a square plus bx plus c equals to 0, then we will going to get a equals to 1, b equals to 2 and c equals to 5. So y equals to minus b means minus 2 plus minus b square means 2 square minus 4a, a means 1 into 5 divided by 2. So minus 2 plus minus 2 square 4 minus 4 into 5 20 root over by 2. So what we will going to get? We will going to get minus 2 plus minus minus root over 16 by 2. Minus root over 16 is an complex number. And which is less than 0. So minus 16 is less than 0. That is, this is the complex number. So that is why we will not going to take this one. In consideration. So in this case, the y equals to 2. So what y was there at the inception? The y was equals to 2 to the power x. So 2 to the power x equals to 2. So 2 to the power x equals to 2 means 2 to the power x equals to 2 to the power 1. As the base is equals, so that is why we can write x equals to 1. So in this case, answer is x equals to 1. The second problem is 3 to the power x plus 9 to the power x equals to 27 to the power x. Now we can write 3 to the power x and 9 after factorization. We can write 9 as 3 into 3 or 3 square. So we can write 3 square whole to the power x equals to 27 after factorization is 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 into 3 into 3 can be written as 3 to the power cube. So 3 cube whole to the power x. Now we will going to use the formula, same formula, the first in solving the first equation we use the power formula. So in this case we will going to use the same formula. Which was the power formula? The power formula was a to the power m whole to the power n equals to a to the power n whole to the power m after swapping out the powers. So we can write, after swapping the powers, 3 to the power x whole square equals to 3 to the power x whole cube. Now let y equals to 3 to the power x. Now we will going to replace 3 to the power x with y. We can write it as y plus y square equals to y cube. Now we will going to rearrange this equation in descending order. We can write it as y cube plus y cube minus y square, y cube minus y square minus y equals to 0. So now we can take the y as a common from this equation. So take the y as a common. Within the parenthesis, y square minus y minus 1 equals to 0. So we can write y equals to 0 and y square minus y minus 1 equals to 0. Why? Because the multiplication of the two function, that means x minus a into x minus b equals to 0, that is why x minus a equals to 0 and x minus b equals to 0. I have already told you, but I will going to repeat it again and again to remind you that what are the formulas we will going to use to solve the individual problems. Now again we will going to use the quadratic equations. What is the general quadratic equation? The general formula of quadratic equation is ax square minus b plus bx plus c equals to 0. So if we will going to compare with y square minus 1 minus y minus 1 equals to 0, so in this case a equals to 1, b equals to minus 1 and c equals to minus 1. So y equals to, the quadratic equation is y equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So in this case b equals to minus 1, so minus of minus 1 plus minus minus 1 whole square minus 4, a equals to 1, c equals to minus 1 divided by 2 into 1. So, plus 1 plus minus 1 plus 4 divided by 2. Now, that is equals to 1 plus minus root over 5 by 2. So, y equals to 1 plus root over 5 by 2 and y equals to 1 minus root over 5 by 2. So, 1 minus root over 5 by 2 is less than 0. So, that is why we will not going to take it. So, we will not going to consider y equals to 1 minus root over 5 by 2. So, we will not take into this consideration. So, we will going to take y equals to 1 plus root over 5. So, what we take y equals to at the inception? We took y equals to 3 to the power x 1 plus root over 5 divided by 2. To solve this problem, we will going to take the log on the both side, the log of e, that means base e, log e 3 to the power x equals to log e 1 plus root over 5 by 2. Now, x will come out. Now, log e base 3, log e base 1 plus root over 5 by 2. Now, x equals to log of 1 plus root over 5 by 2 divided by log e base 3. Now, we can write it as log 3 base 1 plus root over 5 by 2. How we can write it? By using this formula, that means YAB divided by log of AC can be written as log of CB. By using this formula, we can write, so x equals to log 3 base 1 plus root over 5 by 2. This is the final answer. The third problem is, if 16 to the power x plus 12 to the power x equals to 9 to the power x, then find out the value of x. Let me write it down the problem again. 16 to the power x, 12 to the power x equals to 9 to the power x. So, how we will going to solve it? To solve this problem, we will going to factorize the 16, 12 and the 9. 16 can be factorized as 4 into 4, which can be written as 4 square. 12 after factorization can be written as 4 into 3 and 9 can be written as 3 into 3, which is equals to 3a square. But before factorizing, we will going to divide both sides with by 16 to the power x. So, 16 to the power x, 12 to the power x divided by 16 to the power x equals to 9 to the power x divided by 16 to the power x. Now, 16 to the power x divided by 16 to the power x plus 12 to the power x divided by 16 to the power x equals to 9 to the power x divided by 16 to the power x. Now, 16 to the power x, 16 to the power x will cancel out each other because of numerator and the denominator rule. Now, 1 plus 12 to the power x, 16 to the power x equals to 9 to the power x and 16 to the power x. Now, by using the formula of laws of indices, which formula we will going to use? We will going to use a to the power m divided by b to the power m can be written as a by b whole to the power m. The same formula we will going to use for this one and this one. So, we can write 12 by 16 whole to the power x equals to 9 by 16 whole to the power x. Now, we will going to reduce 12 by 16. After reduction of 12 by 16, after reduction we will going to get 3 by 4, by which we will going to reduce by use the 4. The 4 into 3, 12. So, 3, 4 into 4 is 16. So, 3 divided by 4. So, 1 plus 3 divided by 4 whole to the power x, 9 by 16 whole to the power x. So 1 plus 3 by 4 whole to the power x. 9 can be written as 3 square, 4 can be written as 4 square. After factorizing, I already showed you. Now whole to the power x. Now which formula we will going to use next? The formula we will going to use next is the power rule. What is the power rule? Power rule is a to the power m, b to the power m, whole to the power n can be written as a to the power n, b to the power n, whole to the power m. So in this case, to solve this one, we will going to written as 3 by 4 whole to the power x by whole square. So in this case, let me refresh it, a by b whole to the power n whole to the power m. So by using this formula, now let 3 by 4 whole to the power x equals to y. Now 1 plus y equals to y square. Now rearranged it in descending order. So y square minus y minus 1 equals to 0. How we will going to solve it? Again, we will going to solve it by using the quadratic formula. So what is the quadratic formula? The quadratic formula is y equals to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So here b equals to minus 1. So minus of minus 1 plus minus b equals to minus 1 whole square minus of 4 a equals to 1 into c equals to minus 1 divided by 2 into 1. Now 1 plus minus 1 plus 4 divided by 2. Now 1 plus minus root over 5 divided by 2. Now y has a 2 value. We can write y equals to 1 plus root over 5 divided by 2 and 1 minus root over 5 divided by 2. But 1 minus root over 5 is less than 0. So we will not going to take it. We will going to consider only y equals to 1 plus root over 5 divided by 2. Now y equals to 3 by 4 whole to the power x as we took. Now 3 by 4 whole to the power x equals to 1 plus root over 5 by 2. Again, to solve this equation, we will going to take log on the both side, log e base. So log e base 3 to the power x, 3 by 4 whole to the power x, log e base 1 plus root over 5 divided by 2, x will come out, then x into log e base 3 by 4 equals to log e base 1 plus root over 5 by 2. We can write x equals to log e base 1 plus root over 5 divided by 2 by log e base 3 by 4. This is the answer. We can show the answer in this way, otherwise we can show the answer in this form also. Log base of 3 by 4 1 plus root over 5 divided by 2 by using this formula. Log a base b log a base c can be written as log c base b. So by using this formula, we can represent our answer in this form also. So this is the answer. In this form, both of this form is eligible to show you the answer. Now we will going to solve the fourth problem. The fourth problem is 12 to the power m equals to 18. Then find out the value of 2 to the power 2m minus 1 divided by m minus 2. Let's start with 12 to the power m equals to 18. How we will going to solve it? To solve this problem, we will going to factorize 12 and 18. So factorization of 12 is 2 into 3 and factorization of 18 is 2 into 3 into 3. So let's factorize 2 into 3 whole to the power m and 18 as 2 into 3 into 3. Now what we will going to do, we will going to use the formula of a into b whole to the power m can be written as a to the power m into b to the power m. In this case 2 to the power m into 2 to the power m into 3 to the power m equals to 2 into 3 into 3. Now 2 to the power m and 2 to the power m can be written as 2 to the power 2m, because a to the power m into a to the power m equals to a to the power 2m. So in this case 2 to the power 2m into 3 to the power m. Now 2 into 3s into 3, we will not going to write it as 9. 3 into 3, we will not going to write it as 9, we will going to write it as 3a square. So 2 into 3a square. Now 2 by 2 to the power m divided by 2 equals to 3 to the power 2 divided by 3 to the power m. Now we will going to use the formula of reciprocal. The formula of reciprocal is 1 by a to the power m can be written as a to the power minus m. This is the formula of reciprocals. So here we have 2, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 can be written as 2 to the power minus 1. So 2 to the power 2m into 2 to the power minus 1 equals to 3a square. Now 3 to the power m, I mean 1 by 3 to the power m can be written as 3 to the power minus m. Now which formula we will going to use? We will going to use the formula of a to the power m into a to the power m is equals to a to the power m plus n. So in this case 2 to the power 2m minus 1 equals to 3 to the power 2 minus m. Now what we will going to do? We will going to take the whole to the power 1 by m minus 1 both side. Now 2 to the power 2m minus 1 whole to the power 1 by m minus 1 on the left side. On the right side 3 to the power 2 minus m whole to the power 1 by m minus not m minus 1, m minus 2, m minus 2 whole to the power 3 by 2 minus m whole to the power 1 by m minus 2. Now 2 to the power 2m minus 1 divided by m minus 2. On the right hand side 3 to the power 2 minus m upon 3m minus 2. Now 2 to the power 2m minus 1 divided by m minus 2. 2 minus m can be written as minus of m minus 2. So minus of m minus 2 divided by m minus 2. m minus 2 will cancel out each other with by using the formula of numerator and the denominator. So 2 to the power 2m minus 1 upon m minus 2 equals to 3 to the power minus 1. So 3 to the power minus 1 is equals to 1 by 3. So this is the answer. So the value of 2 to the power 2m minus 1 by m minus 2 is equals to 1/3. This is the answer. Now we will going to solve the fifth problem. The fifth problem is find out the value of m and n from the following problem. The following problem is 2 to the power m minus 2 to the power n equals to 2016. How we will going to solve it? Before solving this, we have to consider 2 to the power m is greater than 2 to the power m, because 2 to the power 16 is greater than 0. That is why 2 to the power m must be greater than 2 to the power n. So because of that, m greater than n, as the base is equal, so power is also power will also going to fulfill the same condition. So m greater than n. Now we can write or take m equals to n plus k, because m is greater than n. That is why k as a number we will going to add to find out. We will going to find out the value of m, n and k. So now we will going to replace 2 to the power m as 2 to the power n plus k minus 2 to the power n equals to 2016. Now after factorizing 2 to the power 16, we will going to get 32 into 63. So 2 to the power 16 is equals to 32 into 63. Now 2 to the power n plus k minus 2 to the power n equals to 32 into 63. Now 2 to the power n plus k can be written as 2 to the power n into 2 to the power k minus 2 to the power n equals to 32 into 63. Now we will take 2 to the power n as common. Now 2 to the power n into 2 to the power k minus 1 equals to 32 into 63. Now we will going to use the formula of even and the odd on the both side of the equals. Now 2 to the power n is considered as even, so 32 is even. Now 2 to the power k minus 1, suppose 2 to the power k is even but 2 to the power k minus 1 is odd, so as 63 is also odd. Now we will going to equal even and the odd and the odd. So even and the even is equals to 2 to the power n equals to 32 and odd and the odd is 2 to the power k minus 1 equals to 63. So 2 to the power n 32, after factorizing 32, what we will going to get? 32 factorization of 32 of 2 to the power 5 or 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 32 can be written as 2 to the power 5 as base is equals, so that is why power is equals, so n equals to 5. In this case 2 to the power k, we will going to shift 1 with 63, so plus 1 equals to 64. 64 after factorizing 64, what we will going to get? We will going to get 2 to the power 6. So 2 to the power k equals to 2 to the power 6. So here k equals to 6. What we took at the inception? We took m equals to n plus k. So m equals to n is equals to 5 and k is equals to 6. Now 5 plus 6 equals to 11. So m, value of the m is 11 and value of the n is 5. Now we will going to put the value 2 to the power m and 2 to the power n. Now 2 to the power m means 2 to the power 11, 2 to the power n means 2 to the power 5 equals to 2016. Now 2 to the power 11 minus 2 to the power 5 equals to 2016. If your formula, if your answer is right, then this will satisfy the both side. 2 to the power 11 minus 2 to the power 5 must be 2 to the power 16. So m equals to 11 and n equals to 5. This is your final answer and it has been satisfied. Now the sixth problem. The sixth problem is x to the power 5 minus 100 is equals to 0. Now we will going to find the value of x. To solve this problem, we will going to write it as x to the power 5 is equals to 100 by shifting 100 on the right hand side of the equals to. Now 100 can be written as 10 square because factorization of 100 is 10 into 10. So 10 into 10 can be written as 10 square. Now we will going to, what we will going to do? We will going to whole to the power 5 on the both side of the equals to. Now x to the power 5 whole to the power 5 is equals to 10 square whole to the power 5. Now x to the power 5 whole to the power 5 can be written as x to the power 5 into x to the power 5, and 10 to the power 2 whole to the power 5 can be written as 10 square because a to the power m whole to the power n is equals to a to the power mn. So this is the power formula. Here in this case we use this formula. So now x to the power 5 whole to the power x to the power 5 is equals to 10 to the power 10. Now we will going to use this formula. A to the power A is equals to B to the power B can be written as A equals to B. So in this case, x to the power 5 whole to the power x to the power 5 is equals to 10 to the power 10. So x to the power 5 is equals to 10. Now we will going to cube root of 5 on the both side. We will going to do the cube root of 5 on the both side. That means x to the power 5 1 by 5 10 to the power 1 by 5. Now 5 and 5 will cancel out each other because x to the power a whole to the power a is a into 1 by a and the a is equals to 1. So x to the power 1. So x equals to 10 to the power 1 by 5. It can be written as 10 is the cube root of 5. So x equals to 10 cube root of 5. This is the answer. Now the next problem is quite similar to the sixth problem. Here given is x to the power cube is equals to 729. So 729, the factorization of 729 is equals to 9 into 9. So 9 into 9 can be written as 9 cube. So x to the power cube is equals to 9 cube. Again we will going to whole cube both side. Now x to the power cube whole cube is equals to 9 cube whole cube. We will going to use the power formula. The power formula is a to the power m whole to the power n can be written as a to the power mn. In this case, x to the power cube into x to the power cube 9 to the power 9. Now this one can be written as x cube whole to the power x cube is equals to 9 to the power 9. We will going to use this formula. A to the power a equals to b to the power b can be written as a equals to b. So this condition we will going to satisfy this. So x cube is equals to 9. Now what we will going to do? We will going to do the cube root of 9 on the both side. I mean the cube root means x to the power cube root 9 cube root. Now x cube into cube root means 1/3. So third and the 1/3 is cancel out. Now cube root of 9. So x equals to cube root of 9. So this is the answer. So in this topic I solved the 7 problems. I will going to come up with the other problems if there are any. If you have any questions regarding these problems or any other problems you may find out or you may not have been able to solve the other problems, you can contact me through my email address, which is tuhin.power.academy@gmail.com, all in small case. So thank you very much. Thank you for your support.